So guys, I wanted to make this little video to explain to you what we're going to be doing with Bible memorization. In our community, we are going to be working on a lot of Bible verses throughout the year. And it's every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how long the verse is, that we'll be adding new Bible verses to our memory work. So I created a few little resources and different materials to help my kids memorize it, and just to give them something different to do each day, so that they're working on something while they're working on their memorization and just reciting it over and over. So the first thing we're gonna have is this. I made these little cards. It has the verse, and then the verse has been broken up into different strips, and I put just one picture for each line of the Bible verse. And I know some kids can't read yet, and my thought on this was, okay, well, there's a picture that's gonna help them just recall the main idea, and it's a good thing for them to start relying on the text. So even if they're kindergarten and they're just learning how to read, have them look at the first letter and like, but Christ who lives in me, and just start looking at the side words. Oh, you know that side word, and it'll help them start making the connections with spoken word and written text, and that way they'll use it. They can practice. We mix them up, and then I have my children come over and then read it and start putting the Bible verse in order. And that's one of the activities that, like, each day I'll give them something different. I'll give them, this day you have to do this one. The next day I give them, which is the same idea, but these are cards. They're just square little cards, and it has the same Bible verse with the same picture, and we'll mix them up, and they have to put them in order as they're reciting it. The other thing, one of my children still needs a lot of work with handwriting. So I figured, as we're trying to memorize the Bible verse, let's just go ahead and work on handwriting too with the Bible verse. And that's another way they get to review the Bible verse and just practice their handwriting. So we're doing two things in one. I made this one with the 2 lines, the 3 lines, the dotted line and the solid lines. And then this one with just 1 line for the kids that don't need the guide when they're printing. And then just another little thing that I wanted to say, this is a long Bible verse that I don't have my kids do this in one day. I'm actually going to have my kids do probably 1 line, or 1 line every day, and then that way they don't get tired, but they work on their handwriting and they're practicing their Bible verse. And the last thing that we are probably going to be doing on Fridays is the same thing as the strips, but then they have to cut it up because it's all mixed up. The pictures are in black and white. If they wanted to color it, they have to cut it up and then glue the strips on the other sheet. And then that way, that's kind of like their test, just for me to know, okay, have you memorized it? Do you know it? And is it glued on the right spot? And is the Bible verse on the right, in the right order? So I'll be doing this every week. We will be adding different Bible verses. What I'll do is, on the same page, on the same post that I'll have on the blog, I'm going to be adding a new link each week. So I won't have a new post for each Bible verse. We'll just have a new link. And then, so just go back to the same page, and then if you scroll down, you'll see the new Bible verse added on to the list. And we'll be adding more and more. This one, we are using the ESV Bible translation. So this is the one that we're doing. I know that not everybody uses that translation, and of course not everybody's memorizing the same Bible verses, but I thought, this can give you ideas on what you can do when you're memorizing Bible verses. If you want to use the ones that we're using, feel free and download the files, and you can use it and memorize with us the same verses that we're memorizing. And if not, just get the ideas and then print your own Bible verses, and you can help your children memorize the Word of God. Thank you.